Hey everyone, welcome to the Brief Pages channel. Today, we bring to you a compilation of 10 short stories, filled with emotion and adventure. These are stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel all in just a few minutes. So, get ready to dive into each of these stories and let yourself be carried away by the magic of words and imagination. Don't waste any more time, hit play and come be amazed with us. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. The man woke up in a deserted alleyway with no recollection of who he was or how he got there. As he stumbled through the city, flashes of memories began to surface. He was a hero, a man on a mission to save the world. But from what? As he searched for clues, he discovered that a group of terrorists had planted a bomb set to detonate in 24 hours. Without his memories, he had no idea how to stop them. With time running out, he must piece together his past and find a way to stop the attack. His search leads him to a secret underground lab where he discovers the terrorists' plan to launch a deadly virus. With his newly regained memories, he uses his training to thwart the attack and save the world from certain doom. In the end, he realizes that his heroism was not just a job, but part of who he truly was.
FBI agent Mia Taylor had never forgotten the brutal murder of her sister. So, when a serial killer began leaving a calling card of a necklace identical to the one her sister had been wearing, she knew she had to catch him. Mia pored over every detail of the case, determined to find the killer before he struck again. But the more she dug, the more she realized the killer was one step ahead of her. The case became an obsession, and Mia's colleagues began to worry about her. One night, as Mia was going through the evidence, she realized that the killer had left a trail. She followed it and finally caught up with him. The killer was her ex-partner, who had always been jealous of her sister's relationship with her. Mia's hands shook as she cuffed him. She had finally found her sister's killer, but the victory felt bittersweet.
She was a fiercely independent woman who had always been content with her single life. But then, he walked into her life, a man who made it clear from the start that he didn't like relationships. They enjoyed each other's company, but she tried to keep things casual, afraid of getting hurt. Despite that, she couldn't help but feel a strong connection to him. He was charming, funny, and easy to talk to. They spent hours together, talking about everything and nothing. She didn't want to admit it, but she was starting to fall for him. When she finally mustered the courage to confess her feelings, he surprised her by admitting that he was starting to fall for her too. They decided to take a chance on each other, and even though they faced obstacles along the way, their love only grew stronger. He learned that sometimes, it's worth taking a risk on love, and she realized that sometimes, the best things in life come when you least expect them.
Captain Jack Stone was one of the top elite soldiers in the military. He had faced many dangerous missions in his career, but his current task was the most crucial. A terrorist group had attacked the country, causing chaos and destruction everywhere. As a member of the Special Task Force, it was his duty to find and eliminate the terrorists. Jack and his team set out on a covert mission to locate the terrorist hideout. They moved through the rugged terrain, dodging booby traps and ambushes. Finally, they found the enemy's stronghold. Jack's team launched a surprise attack, and a fierce battle ensued. Despite the enemy's heavy firepower, Jack's team was able to overpower them. In the end, they captured the terrorists' leader and brought him to justice. Jack was commended for his bravery and skill in the mission. But deep down, he knew that his work was not done. There would always be another terrorist group waiting to strike.
She had it all: a beautiful home, a successful career, and a loving husband who adored her. But as the days went by, her perfect life started to feel suffocating. She felt trapped, like a bird in a gilded cage. Her husband was clueless to her inner turmoil, too caught up in his own ambitions to notice her dissatisfaction. One day, as she sat alone in their luxurious living room, the thought struck her like lightning. She had to get rid of him, to be free of this perfect life that felt so empty. The plan was simple, and she executed it flawlessly. He was gone in an instant, and she felt a strange sense of relief wash over her. But as the police arrived, she realized too late that freedom came at a heavy price. The rest of her life would be spent behind bars and haunted by the memory of what she had done, and the terrible price she paid for seeking escape from a life that others might envy.
Anna and Jack had been together for years and were deeply in love. One day, they woke up to find that they had both lost their memories. They couldn't remember anything about themselves, their relationship, or even their names. Panicked, they started to search for clues, and soon realized that they were in this together. They found a few items that seemed to belong to them and started piecing together their lives. As they worked to recover their memories, they fell in love with each other all over again. They discovered the little things that made them happy, and slowly but surely, their love was rekindled. Through their journey, they realized that love isn't just about remembering the good times, but also about creating new memories and cherishing each other every day. And so, they started a new chapter in their lives, filled with love, laughter, and a promise to never take their memories for granted.
The investigators had been working tirelessly to solve the case of the 8 murders that had occurred around the country. At first, they thought that the killings were not related, as they happened in different cities, with different modus operandi and different victims. But as they delved deeper into the evidence, they realized that there was a common thread that connected all the crimes. The killers had used similar weapons, and had all targeted individuals who were involved in a particular industry. After weeks of piecing together the evidence, they finally discovered that all the murders were linked to a single organization, which had hired hitmen to eliminate its competitors. The investigation was complex, and it took months to unravel the intricate web of lies and deceit that had been woven around the case. But in the end, justice was served, and the perpetrators were brought to trial and convicted of their crimes. The investigators had once again proven that, with dedication and hard work, even the most challenging cases could be solved.
Growing up, Lily's childhood was marked by poverty and neglect. Her parents struggled to provide for their family, and often left her to fend for herself. Despite these challenges, Lily was determined to make something of herself through hard work and perseverance. Lily was able to secure a job in a nearby town. The opportunity for a better life beckoned, and she eagerly set off for her new home. However, fate had other plans for Lily. As she settled into her new life, she received a message from her childhood sweetheart, Jack. Though she had not seen him in years, he had never left her thoughts. Their reunion was electric, and it wasn't long before they were inseparable once again. Jack had also left their small town to pursue a career, and had returned with the intention of winning Lily back. Despite her initial hesitation, Lily realized that Jack was the missing piece in her life. With him by her side, she knew she could conquer any obstacle. Together, they built a life filled with love, success, and most importantly, happiness.
As a young attorney, Sarah was thrilled to finally have her own case to defend. The client was a woman accused of assault, and Sarah was determined to find evidence that would prove her client's innocence. However, as she delved deeper into the case, Sarah discovered that the crime was much more serious and frightening than she had initially thought. The victim had suffered horrific abuse at the hands of her partner for years, and the assault was just the tip of the iceberg. Sarah realized that she had a responsibility to uncover the truth and ensure that justice was served. With the help of a private investigator, Sarah gathered evidence and built a strong case against the abuser. In court, she presented the shocking evidence and fought tirelessly for her client's justice. In the end, the abuser was found guilty and sent to prison. Sarah's client was finally able to start a new life free from fear and abuse. Sarah knew that this was just the beginning of her journey as an attorney, but she was proud to have made a difference in someone's life.
Detective John had solved countless cases, but now he was on his honeymoon in the Maldives with his lovely wife, Maria. They had been looking forward to this for months, but their dream vacation took a drastic turn when they were both poisoned. As they lay in their hotel room, John realized this was no accident. Someone had deliberately poisoned them, and they needed an antidote quickly. With only one day to find out who was behind this, John used his detective skills to gather clues. He discovered that a former suspect from a previous case was on the island, seeking revenge. John and Maria had unknowingly crossed paths with the suspect, who had poisoned them out of anger. Determined to save his wife's life, John tracked down the suspect and confronted him. After a tense exchange, the suspect revealed the location of the antidote. With the antidote in hand, John rushed back to the hotel room and saved Maria's life. As they recovered, John couldn't help but think that even on his honeymoon, he was still a detective at heart. We hope you had fun and were moved by these 10 short stories. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and comment below on which was your favorite story. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't waste any more time and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.